1, 2, and 3 is Emily Compton, Jenna Lewis, and Kaylee Pohl. So Compton, the catcher, strolls up to the plate. Kind of a muggy day here in Franklin. Overcast, no rain, just a couple of light sprinkles here and there, but no rain coming down just yet. Most of it seems to be north of us. Ashlyn Turan on the pitching rubber. Haley Ross behind the plate, and we are ready to go. First pitch on the way, called strike one. So 0-1 to count to Compton as the catcher stands back in to the box. 0-1 pitch, called strike two, caught the upper half of the strike zone, and Turan is quickly ahead 0-2 here on Compton. Turan looks into Ross, has the sign, and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on this one, blooped out toward right field, foul ground. Coming on is Merkel, but can't quite get there. Foul ball, count will remain 0-2 here on Compton. .195 down the lines here in Franklin, and 195 to straightaway center field. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. She struck her out. So one away, and now Jenna Lewis will come up to the plate. The outfield fence kind of rises up, starting in the power alleys, and stays up the center field. And so a little bit higher out there than it is along the rest of the wall. Lewis stands in, first pitch on the way, swung on, blooped out towards second base. In comes Swearingen, makes the catch. And two away on the bloop out. And with two down, Kaylee Pohl will stand in. Pohl, the shortstop tonight for Milano. She stands in from the right side. Turan looks in, and the pitch. Called strike one on the inside corner. Two away here in the top of the first inning. 0-1 the count on Pohl. Ross gives the signs, and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Turan quickly ahead 0-2 on Pohl. Light takes a few steps in at third. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside for ball one. One, two now on Pohl. Turan has the sign. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. That'll do it for Lady Eagles here in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on the bases. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Franklin. You're listening to Lady Panthers playoff softball here on KMVL 100.5 FM. Welcome back to Franklin, Texas. So we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Normangee Lady Panthers, we'll have Macy Sanders, Lexi Harris, and Sloan Swearingen. 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Sanders the shortstop, Harris the first baseman, and Swearingen the second baseman. We'll give you the defensive setup for Milano here in just a little while. No score though as we go to the bottom of the first. Macy Sanders stands in from the left side. Jenna Lewis on the pitching rubber for Milano. Emily Compton behind the plate. Defensively for Milano, in left field to right field, we've got Caitlin Telg, Sterling Robertson, and Abby Olson. In the infield from third to first, we've got Basto at third, Pohl at short, Compton at second, and Taylor at first. Sanders stands in. First pitch, squares around the butt and fouls it back to the fence for strike one. 0-1 the count on Sanders. Lewis with the 0-1 pitch. Bunts this one foul off of the catcher's face mask for strike 2. Sanders down the count, 0-2 here to Lewis. No outs in the bottom of the first inning. Lewis looks in, an 0-2 pitch. Takes it high for ball 1. Basto, the third baseman, in about 4 foot inside the bag. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes here on Sanders. She stands back in. Compton flashes the signs. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So 1 down. And now Lexi Harris, the first baseman, stands in. Harris wearing 00. Normangee in the white tops with white pants. First pitch swung on, fouled back for strike 1. Green socks and green letters. Milano in the black pants and the maroon tops with white letters and numbers. 0-1, bunted up back to the pitcher. Lewis comes off, fields it, throws to first base, and gets the out. One to 3 on the put out. And with 2 down, Sloan Swearingen stands in. Swearingen, right-handed hitter, facing off against Lewis. First pitch, called strike 1. Lewis with the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. So Lewis quickly ahead 0-2 here on Swearingen. Swearingen stands back in. Lewis with the 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. Tried to get her to chase, but Swearingen laid off. Lewis has the signs from Compton in the 1-2. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. Lady Panthers go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. No score as we go to the top of the second. We'll be back with more playoff softball here on KMVL after this. No scores. We bring you to the top of the second inning here in Franklin. Normangee Lady Panthers and the Milano Lady Eagles in the area round of the softball playoffs, 2A softball playoffs tonight. 4, 5, and 6 due up this inning for Milano. Lainey Basto, Kaylee Taylor, and Caitlin Telg. Basto, the third baseman, will lead it off here, facing off against Ashlyn Tiran. She stands in, and we're ready to go. Ross with the sign. First pitch on the way. Called strike 1. Oh, 1 the count. And the pitch from Tiran. Called strike 2. She pumps a couple of quick fastballs in there. Heading the count 0-2 now on Basto. She stands back in. Light and a few steps at third. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. That one curved and just barely missed the plate. One, 2 now the count. Tiran ready and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit down the third baseline. Fair ball scooped up by Light. Great throw to first. And she's out. Well, that came on to Light in a hurry. Light able to scoop it up and fire across for the out. 5-3 on the put out. One away now, and Kaylee Taylor stands in. Taylor batting from the left side. Duran's first pitch, just a little bit low for ball one. Field here at Franklin, a lot of room on the foul ground. This pitch taken a little bit low for ball two. But a lot of seating here behind home plate, covered seating as well. Also have some stands in the outfield. 2-0 the count on Taylor. And the pitch swung on this one, dribbled down the third baseline. Taylor has to come in and field it. Throws across and gets her. Taylor had to hurry in. That one almost a swinging bunt as it Taylor didn't get a whole lot of it, but Madison Light, the third baseman, came in a hurry and able to throw her out. Another 5-3 on the out. And now Caitlin Telg stands in. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. No score with Normangee and Milano. Duran's first pitch, just a little bit low for ball one. Telg stands back in. And the 1-0 pitch. That one low, ball two. So 2-0 the count here on Telg. Telg, number 6 hitter, playing left field tonight for Milano. Two-0 pitch on the way. Caught the outside corner for strike one. 2-1 now on Telg. Duran looks in, has a sign from Ross. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit past Light and into left field. So a 2-out single for Telg. And Milano has their first base runner of the game. Like a changeup that stayed upstairs, and Telg just went up and got it. Tomahawked it into left field. Now Sterling Robertson, the center fielder, comes up to the plate. First pitch to her, swung on this and out toward left center field. Morton coming over and runs it down. Well, Hannah Morton had to go a long way to get that one, but she was able to track it down for the third out of the inning. Fly ball will go F8. And that'll be all for Milano. No runs on a hit. They leave one stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score here in Franklin. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Franklin High School as we get ready to go to the bottom of the second inning. 4-5-6 up this inning for Normangee. Ashlyn Tiran, Madison Light, and Hannah Morton. I want to thank everyone for listening to us tonight. If you can't pick us up on the radio, you can always tune us in online. Just go to KMVL.net. You can listen to us on the links there, or KMVLFM.caster.fm. That's where Coach Cody Gore is listening to us down in Austin tonight with his crew. Thanks for listening, guys. Duran steps in. First pitch she sees is called strike one. Hits the outside corner. Oh, and 1 the count. And the pitch swung on this one, popped up, foul ground, left side. Basso, the third baseman, goes over, and it goes off for glove. So a long strike there, and 0-2 now the count on Duran. Duran bats from the left side. Lewis with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on this one, hit out toward left field. In comes Telg, and it drops and gets past her. Going to roll to the warning track. Turan going around second base, heading toward third, and she will go into third. Now coming home. Throw coming home is not in time. She's safe. Oh, my goodness. An inside the park home run for Turan. Telg came in to field it and couldn't make the play, and it got by her. First pitch to Light, swung on and missed for strike one. Made an attempt at it, but couldn't collect it. That'll go down. I don't think they're going to call an error on that. Let's see. That pitch called the ball. 1-1 now the count. Didn't flash anything on the board, but 1-1 pitch bunted back to the pitcher, Lewis. She'll field it, throws to first base for the out. So one away now. That was just a fly ball that Telg came in on, made an attempt on it. Couldn't catch it, and got underneath her glove and rolled all the way to the fence, and before she could get it back in, Duran was home. First pitch to Morton, swung on and missed, strike one. 1-0 the score here in the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch, squares around the bunt, pops it up foul, and it'll drop behind the catcher, Compton. Oh, 2 now the count. Lewis back on the pitching rubber, and the pitch taken for strike three on the inside corner. 2 away now. And Haley Ross, the catcher, stands in. Meeting on the mound, at the mound for Milano for the infield. Normangee leads it 1-0. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Ross stands in. First pitch swung on and missed. Oh, and the count on Haley Ross. Jenna Lewis looks into Compton, has a sign, and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on this one, blooped out towards second base. Compton coming in, and Bethany Compton will make the catch. That'll be all for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the second inning. But they do score a run. 1 run on a hit. Nobody left on the bases. We'll go to the top of the third. Lady Panthers lead it 1-0. 1-0 the score as we bring you back to the Lady Lion Field here in Franklin. The Normangee Lady Panthers leading the Milano Lady Eagles. Did I say bottom of the second? Top of the third. That's where we are. Coming up this inning for the Lady Eagles, the bottom of the order, Abby Olson and Bethany Compton. Then we'll go back up to the top with Emily Compton. Abby will lead it off, starting right fielder tonight for Milano. She'll stand in from the right side. Turan back on the pitching rubber after circling the bases last inning. First pitch fouled off to the left side for strike one. Madison Light in a few steps at third. 0-1 pitch. Called strike two. No outs here at the top of the third inning. Normangee leads it 1-0 over Milano. Turan with the 0-2. Swung on, hit out to the shortstop. Sanders fields it, throws across, and gets the out. But one down. That one goes 6-3 in the books. And with one out, Bethany Compton stands in. Bethany, the starting second baseman tonight for Milano. Haley Ross, the umpire, talking about something behind the plate. It's like we were squared away. Swearingen in at second base. First pitch is called strike one. Sloan Swearingen kind of between Duran and Harris, the pitcher and the first baseman. Almost even with the pitcher. Oh, one pitch. That one just a bit outside. Evens count up at a ball and a strike. Madison Light, a couple extra steps in at third. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2 now the count. Swearingen staying right there, almost even with the pitcher, Turan. And the 1-2. Swung on, foul back to the screen. Count remains the ball and 2 strikes. Defensively for Normangee in the outfield from left field to right, we've got Shelby Knippa, Hannah Morton, and Michaela Merkel. Along the infield from third base to first, Madison Light, Macy Sanders, Sloan Swearingen, and Lexi Harris. 1-2 the count, and the pitch swung on and missed. She struck her out. So 2 away now, and back to the top of the order we go with Emily Compton. Emily 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time up tonight. Stands in here from the right side. First pitch from Turan, that one taken just a little bit low for ball one. A 1-0 the count. Turan looks in to Ross, and the pitch swung on this one, head towards center field. In comes Morton, and it'll drop in front of her for a base hit. So a single to center field, 2-out single. We'll have another runner for Milano on the bases, and now the pitcher, Jenna Lewis, stands in. Lewis 0 for 1. She popped out to Swearingen at second. Her first time up tonight. First pitch here, taken just a bit outside. Throw to first base is not in time. Compton able to slide back underneath the tag. I want to remind you once again, our broadcast schedule tomorrow night, Normangee and Alto baseball at 5:30, if the weather cooperates. Duran with the pitch, swung on, hit first base side, off the glove of Harris, but there's Swearingen to pick it up and toss back to Harris for the out. That was a line drive that Harris deflected, and Swearingen able to knock it down. That'll go 3-4-3 for the putout, and that'll do it for Milano here in the top of the third inning. No runs on a hit. They leave one stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Normangee leads it 1-0. 1-0 your score as we bring you back to Lady Lion Field here in Franklin. The Normangee Lady Panthers leading the Milano Lady Eagles. 8, 9, and 1 coming up this inning for Normangee. Michaela Merkel, Shelby Knippa, and back up with Macy Sanders at the top of the order. Merkel stands in from the right side to face off against Lewis. First pitch, swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Lewis looks in, has a sign. And the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Got her chase a fastball up and in there. 0-2 the count. Lewis with the pitch on the way, called strike 3. Got her with an inside fastball. And one away now, and Shelby Canepa stands in. Canepa batting from the left side. Her first trip to the plate tonight. First pitch swung on and fouled off the left side and out of play. Oh, 1 the count here on Canepa. Milano defeating Flatonia in the first round of the playoffs, 11-2. This pitch fouled off again to the left side for strike 2. Normangee taking down West Hardin 22-0 in the first round of their playoffs. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. She struck her out. So 2 away. And back to the top of the lineup we go with Macy Sanders. Sanders 0 for 1 tonight. She struck out swinging her first time up. Winner of tonight's game will face the winner of Evadale and Weimer. First pitch, swung on and missed. That game also being played tonight at 7 o'clock. Lewis with the 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Jenna Lewis starting to heat up a little bit for Milano. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped foul, and out of play. Right above our head. Count remains 0-2 here on Sanders. Lewis has a sign and the pitch. Swung on, popped up, left side of the infield. Out goes Pole, still going, and will make the catch. 3 up, 3 down here for Normangee in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Still 1-0. Normangee Lady Panthers lead the Milano Lady Eagles. You're listening to Lady Panthers playoff softball here on KMVL 100.5 FM. Welcome back to Lady Line Field here in Franklin. 1-0 your score. The Lady Panthers leading the Lady Eagles from Milano. Hard lineup coming up here for Milano this inning. 3, 4, and 5. Kaylee Pohl, Lady Basto, and Kaylee Taylor. Pohl stands in 0 for 1. She struck out her first time up tonight against Turan. First pitch here. Swung on, hit it back out second base side. Swearingen has it, flips over to first base, and gets the out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here at the top of the 4th. 4-3 on the put out. And that'll bring up Laney Basto. Basto grounded out to Light over at third base. As Turan goes back on to the pitching rubber. First pitch called strike 1. Light a few steps in at third, as is Lexi Harris at first, and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up, right side into outfield. Merkel coming in a hurry, dives, and makes the catch! Oh, Merkel, a shoestring catch for the second out. A great play there by Michaela Merkel. And 2 away here for Milano. And now Kaylee Taylor stands in. Taylor 0 for 1. She grounded out to the left side, her first trip tonight. Turan's first pitch called a ball, just missed outside. Ross turned around and I think maybe asked the umpire exactly where that was. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Curveball there that fell off the table. 1-1 now the count. And the pitch. Called strike 2. One and 2 here on Taylor. Turan looks in and the pitch. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. That'll do it for the Lady Eagles here in the top of the 4th inning. Once again, no runs, no hits, nobody left on the bases. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Normangee still leads it 1-0. 1-0 the score here as we bring you back to the Lady Lions softball field. Due up this inning for the Lady Panthers, we've got 2, 3, and 4. Lexi Harris, Sloan Swearingen, and Ashton Turan. So Harris starts it off. She's 0 for 1. Grounded out to Lewis, her first trip. First pitch here takes one high for ball 1. Lewis with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on this one, hit foul down the third base line and out of play. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. And the pitch. This one swung on a little bloop out toward shortstop side. Coming over is Basto, and she'll cut it off for the out. Oh, one away now. And Sloan Swearingen, the second baseman, stands in. Lewis looks into Compton, and the first pitch swung on and missed. Good fastball there from Lewis. Lewis with the 0-1. That one curveball taken for strike 2. Kind of back Swearingen off the plate, then broke back across. 0-2 now the count. One away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Normangee leads it 1-0. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. So 2 away. And now Ashlyn Turan stands in. Turan, so far the only hit for Normangee. That was what we're calling an inside the park home run. Maybe debatable. That's how we saw it, though. First pitch from Lewis. Swung on this one, hit down the third base line, but foul. For strike 1. Madison Light waiting on deck if Turan can reach. Lewis looks in. Finds the sign she likes, and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on this one, hit back to the screen for strike 2. Oh, 2 now the count on Turan. She is a cleanup hitter for Normangee. Lewis with the 0-2. Swung on this one, hit out towards center field. Pretty deep. Robertson going back. Now camps under it and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We go to the top of the 5th. Normangee still leads it 1-0 here over Milano. 1-0 your score. The Normangee Lady Panthers lead the Milano Lady Eagles as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Game just a little over 40 minutes old, and we're already in the 5th. The game before us with Lindale and Tomball Memorial went almost 2 hours. But ours seems to be cruising right along. 6, 7, and 8 coming up this inning for Milano. Caitlin Telg, Sterling Robertson, and Abby Olson. The left fielder, the center fielder, and the right fielder. Telg 1 for 1 tonight. She had a single to left field. A high changeup that she got on top of and shot out to left. Meeting on the mound with the infielders and Ashlyn Duran. They're ready to go now. Haley Ross checking over in the dugout. Now has the signs from the coach, and we're ready to go. Duran with the first pitch. Called strike one. Pump the fastball in there. 0-1 the count. Telg stands back in. And the pitch. That one taken just a little bit low for ball one. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. Duran looks into Ross, has a sign in the 1-1 pitch. Called strike two. That one on the outer part of the plate. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now on Telg. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. One down, and now Sterling Robertson stands in. Robertson flew out to Morton in left center field. Her first time up tonight. Pretty good shot by Robertson, but Morton able to track it down. Milano, no runs on 2 hits. Normangee 1 run on a hit. Duran looking over the signs. Now time called at the plate as Robertson steps out. She'll get the signs again from Coach Keene at third base for Milano. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Like maybe a drop ball there from Duran. Bottomed out. Hit either on the plate or right past the plate in the dirt. Robertson swung over it. Oh, 1 pitch. Another one. Check swing, and they're going to appeal to first base. I think she went around, and she did. Couldn't hold the bat. Umpire made the appeal down to the first base umpire, and he says she went around. So 0-2 now on Robertson. Duran back on the pitching rubber, has a sign, and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, just missed with a fastball off the outside corner. 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Duran with the 1-2. That one just a little bit low for a ball. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ross gives the signs. Duran with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. So 2 away now. And the right fielder, Abby Olson, stands in. Abby 0 for 1. She grounded out to Macy Sanders at short. Her first trip tonight. Infield in normal depth. Corners in just a little bit. First pitch called strike 1. Duran starting to heat up a little bit on the mound here for Normangee. Olsen stands back in from the right side. And the 0-1. Swung on, hit back up the middle. Stabbed by Duran. Throws to first base. In the out. 3 up, 3 down here for Milano in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Normangee leading at Milano 1-0. 1-0 your score as we bring you back to Franklin High School. Normangee Lady Panthers leading the Milano Lady Eagles. 2 up this inning for Normangee. 5, 6, and 7. Madison Light, Hannah Morton, and Haley Ross. Light 0 for 1. Grounded out back to Lewis on the mound. her first trip tonight. Stands in here trying to get something started for Normangee in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lewis with the first pitch. Off speed, that one taken for strike one. Oh, and 1 the count. That pitch swung on and missed. Strike two. Clyde looks out. Lewis with the pitch. That one taken upstairs for a ball. One, two now the count. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch swung on and missed. Going to chase a high fastball there. And one away. Hannah Morton coming up now for Normangee, the center fielder. She's 0 for 1, struck out looking. Her first time up tonight. Once again, this is a one-game playoff. Pitch here, swung on and missed. Normangee baseball team playing tonight as well. Game 2 scheduled for tomorrow at 5:30. We'll have that broadcast here for you on KMVL if it's played. This pitch playing back third base line. Basto comes in, fields it, throws to first, and gets the out. 5-3 on the put out there. 2 away now for Haley Ross. Expecting some bad weather tomorrow in the area, but right now I haven't heard of a game being changed around. So we're still scheduled to go with Normangee Panther baseball tomorrow night at 5:30 with game 2 of that series. First pitch here, swung on, blooped out toward shortstop side. Pole comes in and makes the play. Lady Panthers go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. They still lead it 1-0 over Milano. Once again, you're listening to Lady Panther playoff softball here on KMVL 100.5 FM. Going to the top of the 6th inning here in Franklin. The Normangee Lady Panthers lead it 1-0 over Milano. 9-1-2 due up this inning for the Lady Eagles. Bethany Compton, Emily Compton, and Jenna Lewis. Ashlyn Turan doing a good job out there inside the circle. Milano no runs on 2 hits. Normangee 1 run on a hit. Milano leaving 2 on the bases. Normangee's only had the 1 base runner tonight, and she circled him quickly. Compton stands in 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time. Turan's first pitch taken just a bit high for ball 1. Top of the 6th inning. We're just a little over 50 minutes old here in Franklin. Turan with the 1-0 pitch. That one taken down low for a ball. Count goes 2-0 here on the number 9 hitter Compton. Compton checking the signs, now stands back in. Turan with the 2-0. Call, strike 1. Swearingen, the second baseman, now playing back in this at-bat by Compton. Turan's 2-1, swung on and missed. Her first at-bat, Swearingen was even with Turan. About halfway between the pitching rubber and first base. Now playing back at normal depth. 2-2 the count. And the pitch swung on and missed. She struck her out. Came back from being down 2-0 through 3 straight to get the strikeout. Now 1 away, and Emily Compton, the catcher, stands in. Emily 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out swinging, had a single to center field that dropped in front of Morton. Morton, this pitch fouled off to the left side for strike one. Morton shaded just a little bit to the right side of second base out in the outfield. Just a couple of steps. Compton stands back in the box. Duran has the sign. And the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. So Duran quickly ahead 0-2 here on the leadoff hitter Compton. Left field and right field at normal depth. Shaded just a little bit toward the line. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit inside. 1-2 now the count. Madison Light and Lexi Harris, third baseman and the first baseman, playing in their normal spots about 3 or 4 foot inside the bag. Duran with the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit down the third baseline, but foul. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. One away here in the top of the 6th inning. Normangee leads it 1-0. 1-2 pitch. Swung on. This one chopped foul down the third baseline. Turned out to be a pretty nice evening for softball. One-two pitch. Swung on. This one chopped in front of the plate. Off the plate comes Duran, and they're going to say it was a foul ball. Umpire from behind the plate came out immediately, calling for a foul ball. So Compton heads back to the plate. No rain really in our area tonight. A little bit over toward Palestine, Tyler, Athens area. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul to the right side and out of play. Doesn't look like it's bad enough to stop any baseball games, though. Cold front coming through tomorrow evening. Supposed to be, anyway. 1-2 the count on Compton. Duran with the pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck her out. Two away now. Haley Ross jumped up and rolled the ball back to the pitching circle. It was 3 outs. That at bat was long enough to where it should have been the third out. But 2 down. And now Jenna Lewis stands in. Lewis 0 for 1. Popped out and grounded out to the right side of the infield. First pitch here, taken a little bit low for ball 1. Kaylee Pohl, the number 3 hitter, waiting on deck here for the Lady Eagles. If Lewis reaches. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, chopped out third baseline, but foul. That'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. Lewis will stand back in from the right side. Duran back in the circle. And the pitch swung on. This one fouled off in front of the plate. And now Duran ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. I think that one might have went off the foot of Lewis, so the umpire comes out and dusts it off the plate and gives Lewis a little bit of extra time to walk it off. One, 2 the count. Coach Keene comes down from third base to talk to Lewis as well. Two away here in the top of the sixth inning. 1-2 the count on Lewis. And the pitch from Turan. Swung on, hit back to Turan at the mound. Throws over to first base and gets the out. 1-3 on the put out. That'll be all for the Lady Eagles here in the top of the sixth inning. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on the bases. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. Normangee leads Milano 1-0. Going to the bottom of the sixth here in Franklin. Normangee leads it 1-0 over Milano. We'll have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up this inning for the Lady Panthers. Michaela Merkel, Shelby Knippa, and Macy Sanders. Merkel comes up 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out looking her first time up. As we're still throwing the ball around a little here in the outfield. Not quite ready to go here in the bottom of the sixth. Haven't heard anything from the Normangee baseball team just yet. They're playing Alto tonight over in Westwood. Try to get you an update on that one just as soon as we hear something. I think that was a 7 or 7:30 start. And now Merkel will stand in, facing off against Lewis. Lewis ready to go. First pitch taken just a bit outside for ball 1. Looks like Alto leading in the top of the fifth, 7-3. If this one source is right, this pitch here taken for strike 1. One the count. The 7 o'clock start. This pitch swung on and missed. One, 2 now the count on Merkel. Number 8 hitter in the lineup tonight. And the pitch. Called strike 3. Got her looking on the inside fastball. 1 down now. And Shelby Knippa stands in. Knippa 0 for 1 tonight. She struck her out swinging her first time up. In the bottom of the sixth inning, Normangee leads it 1-0. First pitch to Knippa. Lets that one go by for ball 1. The count as she stands back in from left side. Lewis with the pitch. Squares around, bunts it down the third baseline, and bunts it foul. Well, that was close because Basto was charging in to field it. The ball actually, she bunted it hard enough to get by Basto, but it just trickled foul. If it would have stayed fair, she might have had a double off that bunt. There wasn't anybody back there. 1-1 pitch. Squares around, hits it down the third base, or shortstop side. Pole stabs it, throws across. Not in time. And Knippa on with the infield single. And with 1 away, we go back to the top of the lineup with Macy Sanders. Sanders 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch here, squares around, bunts it back to the mound. Lewis fields it, will flick over to first base and gets the out. So they do advance the runner. Knippa now at second base for Lexi Harris. Harris 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop out to the left side of the infield. First pitch from Lewis takes it high for ball 1. This is really the first base runner that Lewis has seen tonight. The other one, Turan, circled the bases on that play of hers. So Lewis didn't have a base runner. This is the first base runner that she's had on while pitching. 2-0 the count. And the pitch. That one taken high for a ball. So 3-0 now on Lexi Harris. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Normangee trying to add a little insurance. 3-0 pitch. Called strike one. Three and one now the count on Harris. And the pitch taken a little bit low for ball 4. So runners at first and second with 2 away now for Normangee. And the number 3 hitter, Sloan Swearingen, stands in. Swearingen 0 for 2. She struck out swinging twice tonight. We're trying to correct that here. First pitch taken just a little bit upstairs for ball. Nope, called it a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Lewis with the pitch, squares around the bunt, bunts it back to Lewis. Lewis comes off the rubber, fields it, throws to first base, and gets the out. Lady Panthers can't push one across. That goes down 1-3 on the putout. No runs on the hit. They leave 2 stranded. We go to the top of the 7th. Normangee leads Milano 1-0. Top of the 7th here in Franklin. Normangee leads it 1-0 over Milano. And our baseball game is Alto leading Normangee 7-3. That one in the 5th. I want to thank Rodney Harris for sending us that score. Heart of the order for Milano due up this inning. 3, 4, and 5. Kaylee Pohl, Lane Basto, and Kaylee Taylor. Pohl 0 for 2. Struck out swinging and grounded out to Swearingen at second. Turan trying to finish him off here. First pitch taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Normangee with 1 run in the second, 1 run on 2 hits. Milano 0 runs on 2 hits. 1 pitch taken inside for ball 1. Didn't miss by much. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Once again, this is a 1-game playoff between these 2 teams. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now the count on Kaylee Pohl. Pohl stands back in from the right side. Turan looks in. Has the sign. And the 1-2. Taken just a little bit low for a ball. That'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turan now time called as Pohl steps out. Looks down to Coach Keene, gets the sign once again. Now back in the box. Turan with the 2-2. Taken inside corner, called strike 3. Oh, 1 away now. And Laney Basto stands in. Basto 0 for 2. Grounded out to Light at third, then flew out on a great catch by Michaela Merkel in right. Turan ready to go. First pitch. Called a ball just off the corner. 1-0 the count. Basto back in the box. Turan has the sign in the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, blooped out towards second base. Diving is Swearingen, and she hauls it in. Another nice play defensively for Normangee. So 2 away now. And with 2 down, Kaylee Taylor, the first baseman, stands in from the left side. Taylor 0 for 2, grounded out to third and struck out swinging. 2 away, top of the 7th. First pitch taken just a bit outside for ball 1. Tying run at the plate for Milano here in the top of the 7th inning. Turan with the 1-0. That one taken a little bit low. 2-0 now the count. Turan has the sign. And the 2-0 pitch. That one taken just on the outside corner for strike one. 2 balls and a strike now on Taylor. Kelly Taylor, the first baseman tonight for Milano. Turan with 2-1 pitch. Just a little bit low for a ball. 3-1 now the count. I'm not sure that Turan has had a 3-ball count tonight. But 3-1 the count here, and the pitch swung on, chopped down the third base line, but it'll be foul. The count goes full here on Callie Taylor. Taylor heads back into the box from the left side. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Normangee leads it 1-0. Turan has a sign and the pitch. Swung on, hit back to the middle. Turan stabs it, throws to first base, and she's out. And that's your ball game. Ground out back to Turan. Flips over to first. As Harris grabs it, secures it for the out. And Normangee moves on to the next round of the UIL 2A playoffs. They win it 1-0 here tonight over Milano. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with a final wrap-up here on KMVL right after this. Welcome back to Franklin Lane Field here as the Normangee Lady Panthers defeat the Milano Lady Eagles. 1-0 in this one-game playoff. Give you the final stats for these two teams. For the Normangee Lady Panthers, Ashlyn Turan was 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. Boy, we're calling it inside the park home run. Shelby Knippa also 1 for 2 with a single. And that was the only 2 hits that the Milano pitcher Lewis gave up tonight. For as far as the pitching goes, Ashlyn Turan pitched 7 innings tonight. Gave up 2 hits, had 9 strikeouts, no walks. She had wound up with 80 pitches, 58 strikes, 22 balls. Great game pitched tonight by Ashlyn Turan. On the Milano side, Emily Compton, leadoff hitter, was 1 for 3 with a single. Caitlin Telg, 1 for 2 with a single. And that was all the hits that Milano had. Jenna Lewis pitched 6 innings tonight, threw 62 pitches, 51 strikes, 11 balls. Faced 21 batters, faced the minimum. Actually, that's not true. That would be the truth if she pitched 7 innings, but no, she only pitched 6, so faced 3 over the minimum. Gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits. She had 8 strikeouts and a walk. Normangee scoring 1 run in the second inning, 1 run on 2 hits. They left 2 on the bases. Milano, no runs on 2 hits. They left 2 on as well. Once again, Normangee advances tonight, beating Milano 1-0 here in the 2A Region 4 area softball playoffs. One other update. Last we heard from Normangee and Alto, it was Alto leading 7-3 in the 5th inning, and this one just coming across. Cushing defeating Grapeland tonight 1-0. Game 2 on that one tomorrow night starting at 5 o'clock. That will be on KIVY, our sister station, tomorrow. But here Normangee wins it. They'll advance to the regional quarterfinal round, and we'll have the opponent sometime tonight, if that game hasn't ended already. But as soon as we find out, we'll post all the information. If you're on Facebook, you can go to Sports in the Doghouse. We'll post it there. On Twitter, it's at Doghouse_sports. They'll be facing the winner of Evadale and Weimer. That was a 7 o'clock start time, but haven't heard any outcome on that one just yet. We'll check just real quick here to see if there's anything going on with those two, and nope, nothing posted just yet. So maybe we'll know sometime tonight how that one comes out. That'll do it for us here from Franklin. Thanks for listening, everyone. Once again, Normangee wins it 1-0. Have a safe trip home. Thanks to Bill, also back at the station, for keeping us on the air. We'll see you next time with more playoff baseball and softball. Good night.
Yeah, this is my Mixcraft.